Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Spaceblock. I'm thinking about doing this a little differently. Let's take a blueprint of that and get rid of it for now. And let's get rid of you guys. And let's take a blueprint of this. Just plop that right there for now, and we'll get rid of all this. I want to approach this a little bit differently, I think. These guys are coming in here and providing input that way. Every other item that we create is going to have to be fed from this direction. So I think it makes sense to, since I put in all this space here, to try to make a little bit of room with it. Work with that a little bit. So I'm thinking about maybe moving the green makers to somewhere like right here. And that's going to be a really long way to run copper. But I think it may work. So if we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. We don't need that machine. And we don't need that machine. Oh, come on. But all this other stuff is going to be needed, except this is actually going to all be reversed. Actually, we don't need that at all. That'll be the iron line coming in. That'll stop right there. That'll come around. You will go that way. All this is looking okay to me. Uh-huh. Yep. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see. You are currently favoring the outside of the belt. I would like you to go on the inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hmm. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got an uneven number of belts coming in. Okay, so what if we worked with that idea? What if we put that right there? So you would put out on the outside, but every other one would come on the inside. That would even out that one. Then you guys came on the inside. And you guys did something like this. And you two fed on the outside. And then you two fed on the inside. And then you guys did this same goofy thing. That would even up our belts, right? right, yeah. I like that. Okay, and then that will just fill up that side, and then once we get to you, you're feeding that one dedicated. You're going halvesies with this guy right here. We did need that machine after all. All right, and then we have this line going out, and then we have this line coming out. And that is 2 of the ingredients that we need in order to make our the red circuits. And yeah, copper line coming in there, plastic line coming in there. Now, actually, I'm tempted to do this right here. The wire. You do a first pass here. Boy, that seems like a lot of wasted belt. That's going to all be on the inside. Do we have plastic going anywhere else? We've got it going right there. So if we fed plastic in there and then curled it around somehow. There we go. That's what I'm thinking right there. And then you guys can just spit out your circuits to a line that's running parallel to the greens. And yeah, that'll be good to go. Actually, let's take it this way. And run greens like that. And then you guys can go off to your adventures over here. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I like it better than having it all down there. And then we can easily fit in this guy somewhere in here. Depending on what it is you need. Which I've forgotten already. That should work. Maybe. I almost want to put... Sorry, flailing. I almost want to put this here. And then maybe take this setup. Here, let's just take this out and reevaluate this. If we move that up there, we got a little bit of space here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to... 1, 2, 3, 4 is how many spaces you would need. If we stretched it out, we could do something like this because it's the exact same situation. All right, so red circuits. If you guys had a line of input, a line of input, and a line of output, we could do the same thing and make one of these like wire, copper, blah 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 blah. Right? I'm not sure that you need a fast inserter for anything. 6 seconds. We'd probably want to do plastic and circuits on the same belt. In that case. We'd probably want to do plastic on this belt. So we could hook it up with a steel belt and carry it on through there. So you would be plastic and something else. Plastic and circuits. And I'm basing that off of they require... it requires 4 copper cable, 2 plastic, 2 electronics. So that's mixing them up between the belts. So there's 4 things they need off of this side of a belt and 4 things they need off of this one, as opposed to needing 6 off this one and 2 off of this one. When we're dealing with long-handed inserters, it's something to think about. Let's do legs. Let's do that. Braking speed. I guess just the upgrades. Beacons, I mean, we don't really need any of this stuff. And we can't do any of that stuff. So yeah, just research those things. I feel like I've been spending a lot of this game just researching the quality of life stuff. I remember that was one of the things I really liked about the mod. All right, and basically this configuration right here is exactly what we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we just took... that setup there. That's, yeah, not gonna work. Put that down, and then this would actually exit this way. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, no, that's low density structures. That can stay there. Did you need red circuits? No, you needed green circuits. And let's see, that is green circuits coming through here. This... that's our copper wire line. Which would go in right there. And green circuits. They need to go in there. This was a dedicated green line, so I think we're going to want our green circuit line to come in directly right there. We take green circuits under there, put in a splitter right there. That gets greens on one side of the belt. And then we'll just have to make sure we get plastic in on that side of the belt. Well, actually, let's try this. Let's check this here. If we select all of those machines, 0.383 lines of plastic. So a half a belt should be able to supply all that, provided that's right. Okay, so green circuits coming out here, plastic coming in there. All right, and that belt ends right there. And this This is red circuits. Make sense? No, but I think it works. Actually, I might hold off on... Let's hold off on this plastic line for a while. I'm not entirely sure where that's going to be coming in from. It might make more sense to do... greens on that side. Yeah, because plastic, we got a lot of room over here. What are we up to right now? We just need batteries. Batteries. Why do I not have plastic on here? Oh, we do. It's right there. We need 3 plastic machines, 2 battery machines, sulfuric acid, which is sulfur. That's all the stuff. You're going to need 1 sulfur machine. I know that. All right, then we should be good to go. Okay, so if we use this area over here for refining, we just got to get plastic in right here somewhere. Or that could even be plastic, depending on how we want to play it. All right, so that would remain reds. That would remain greens. Do we need reds here? I'm not convinced entirely that we do. All right, and let's get this all figured out. That's going to be the steel output line. Let's see if we curl that in like that. Sorry, this is going to be electric engines and steel. Steel's going to have to come. Oh, steel's right here. Well, isn't that convenient? All right, so that goes right there. You're not grabbing off of that yet, so that can continue on down like that. All right, no, the greens are going to have to come through. Is anybody grabbing off of that? I don't think so. But that would be the green belt. That's not real. That's not real. We would just need red chips and batteries. And if we had plastic coming in there and batteries coming in there, batteries could join up with Team Red Circuit along those lines somewhere. And with their powers combined, we would get everything we need over here. All right, so that leaves, let's just mark our place here, and I'm going to do a quick scan over. This needs to be batteries. This needs to be plastic. This needs to be iron. And then we have a copper line over here that we need filled out. Greens. Like that. And iron probably is going to come from over in this direction. Just playing the probability game there. It may turn out to be different. Okay, so we got a steel line marked there. We'll mark that an iron line. But that should do it. Except for this right here. All right. Let's see. This was engines and steel coming in there, right? That's our steel line. We need to get steel and plastic coming through here. That's going to be a tight spot there. Let's see, if I pull this back one, does that make a difference? No. If I pull that back one, that doesn't make a difference. That makes that no longer needed. That puts that there. We could then filter off. What are we filtering off there? Green circuits. And green circuits are going to be on the inside of the belt. So plastic is going to be on the other side. We want plastic on the other side of the belt. We want it on the inside of the belt. So that if I bring a, well, we're gonna need an additional copper line coming in and an additional steel line coming in, right? And this looks like a pretty good place for it. So if we make that the copper line, that can tie in here just fine. And if we had plastic on the inside of that belt, we could run the steel line just directly like that, and then those would merge. But we currently have plastic on the other side of the belt, but that's okay. We flipped that around for reasons that I thought that would work out better. Turns out it didn't, so we can just put it back the way it was. But we have to get... we just have to get plastic coming through there, and that's still batteries. Steel. Copper. A lot of copper. Uh, 0.038 belts of steel. Uh, 0.1. So altogether, we're still talking like just minimal amounts of steel, right? That's wrong one. .137. That work? Not really. That does, though. Right, that just leaves our steel input up there, which can go literally anywhere there. Yeah, I don't dislike this. This works for me. And let's see, that was batteries. And that was plastic. Yes, plastic comes up there. It's on this side of the belt. It stays on that side of the belt because all the circuits are going there. We combine with steel. That goes in through there. Copper comes down through there. Happy days have come. All right, we need some chemical plants. I don't think we're making those in the mall. We'll probably need more than 9, but 9's a good start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Was it 3 and 3? No, it was 2 and 3. One more time. Okay, three of the plastic. So plastic, battery, battery, battery. Third time's a charm. Sulfuric acid, U. That. Let's go ahead and pipe that like that. You need an input of copper and iron. Does that work? That works. Let's see. Inserter. Okay, and then you guys will spit out your stuff to a belt that needs to go up there. These guys kind of need to swap spaces. But unfortunately, that's not very convenient. Uh, 0.4 belts, so that should work out okay. So that would be plastic coming out. And then we have batteries coming out up there. Just right there. You would need you need a coal line coming in, and it's 1 to 2 plastic coming out. We'll just do fast for now. Let's flip that. Let's make that the coal line coming in, and we'll make that the belt coming out. Actually, I don't think it matters which way. Plastic goes out there. Batteries go right there. That's an iron and a copper line. And yeah, I think it's going to make sense to run these lines coming out that way. So we'll need a copper line. Let's see, and this one needs to be a full copper belt. We have to keep that in mind as well. I don't think this one necessarily needs to be a full copper belt. Well, that needs to be a belt and a half. Well, how the tables turn there, huh? Well, we can split that out an extra. We can split that out an extra, no problem. So we would have a full belt, and then another full belt of copper, or a half belt, I guess, of copper going off on the side. And that half belt is the one we can split off to go and feed over here. Which will feed these guys as well as potentially those guys as well. It's coming together, kind of. It's not terrible. It could be terribler. Could be much terribler. All right, but boy, these they just keep getting bigger and bigger. These design challenges just get harder and harder. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here because this episode's been going on for a while, and I am starting to get a little warm in my little office here. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode where those are output belts. So that would work. Where I think we can probably finish this up. Hopefully, I don't think all we have left is finishing up. So yeah, let's do that. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.